For more than a decade, Naoya Inoue has stalked the lighter weight divisions with the deadly precision of a machine built for destruction. He is not merely a boxer. He is a punishing craftsman, a surgical executioner whose fists have rewritten what dominance looks like in the sweet science. In a sport where power often compromises speed and precision undermines aggression, Inoue has somehow managed to fuse all three into one terrifying package. Every punch he throws is calibrated, every move calculated. He doesn't waste motion, and he doesn't fight for points. He fights for statements. And with every knockout, he hasn't just defeated opponents. He's buried doubt, silence, and any lingering questions about his greatness. The man they call the Monster has not only conquered 4 weight divisions but also done so with a level of cold, technical brutality that few, if any, have matched in modern boxing. It all began with his professional debut against Omayao, a fight that felt less like an introduction and more like an unveiling. From the opening bell, Inoue moved like a veteran, slipping punches with eerie calm and delivering razor-sharp counters that dug deep into Omayao's body. It wasn't chaotic, it was methodical. He wasn't looking to overwhelm his opponent with speed alone. He was dissecting him, targeting the liver with left hooks that seemed almost too precise for a debutante. When the final blow landed, folding Omayao like a suitcase left out in the rain, it wasn't just a victory, it was a warning. Inoue wasn't here to participate. He was here to conquer. His second fight, against Thailand's Ngaoprajan Yukisano, was another bloodless execution. The calm composure, the rhythm, the timing, it was all there. He dismantled Yukisano with the kind of ease that made observers question whether Inoue was human. Punches came in bursts of controlled violence, and Yukisano never stood a chance. The victory was swift, merciless, and chillingly efficient. Inoue's third opponent, Yukisano, was more experienced. But experience meant little in the face of Inoue's precision. From the start, Sano looked out of his depth, unable to respond to Inoue's varied assault. Jabs stung his face, body shots cracked his ribs, and combinations flowed like music composed for destruction. By the 10th round, the damage was too much, the punishment too extensive, and the referee had no choice but to step in. That stoppage marked another display of Inoue's terrifying combination of skill and power and only fueled the rapidly growing belief that Japan had birthed something special. In his 5th professional outing, Inoue faced Jerson Mancio for the OPBF light flyweight title. This wasn't just another fight, it was a step into the continental spotlight. Mancio came forward with fire in his belly, determined to make a statement. But fire can be extinguished with the right dose of control and violence, and Inoue possessed both. His punches came like clockwork, sharp, economic, and devastating. By the 5th round, a crushing blow ended the contest, earning Inoue his first title and solidifying his place as a force in a region. That momentum carried into April 2014, when Inoue challenged Adrian Hernandez for the WBC light flyweight world title. It was only his 6th professional fight, and already the stakes were global. With his nervous mother watching from ringside, Inoue stepped into the spotlight and delivered one of his most complete performances to date. He broke Hernandez down methodically, jabbing to the head and body before unloading vicious hooks. Each round chipped away at Hernandez's resistance until the eventual stoppage. Inoue had not only won a world title in record time, but he had done so in a way that made him look like the future of boxing. With the WBC title now in hand, Inoue wasted no time showcasing his dominance in a title defense against Thailand's Samartlek Kokiajim. The Thai fighter had little answer for Inoue's relentless pressure and pinpoint combinations. Inoue delivered each punch with ruthless intent, and Samartlek soon crumbled under the weight of the attack. Victory was a formality. The fight was a one-sided beatdown. By the time Inoue stepped up to fight Omar Narvaez in his 8th pro bout, he was already being viewed as a phenomenon. Moving up to the junior bantamweight division, Inoue was tasked with facing one of the most durable champions in recent memory. Narvaez had never been dropped before. That changed within the first round. Inoue's body shots were so punishing that Narvaez could barely breathe, and the overhand rights that followed were like hammers smashing glass. He dropped Narvaez repeatedly and finished him before the third round. It was a seismic performance, the kind of destruction that doesn't just win fights but reshapes divisions. December 2015 saw Inoue return to face Warito Parenas. If there was any expectation that he might struggle to maintain his ferocity, it was immediately extinguished. From the start, Inoue moved like a man with a job to finish. He tested range, played with tempo, and then opened up with combinations that looked like something out of a combat simulation. Parenas had no answers. The end came quickly and predictably, with Inoue unleashing a brutal body shot that collapsed the Thai fighter. Next up was Pechbong-born Kokiajim. Another challenger. Another canvas-bound victim. Inoue touched him up round after round, wearing him down like water-eroding stone. And when he finally let loose, the damage was swift and conclusive. The victory was routine by Inoue standards, devastating by anyone else's. Then came Kohei Kono, a seasoned former world champion. Inoue didn't flinch. He went to work from the opening bell, launching laser-accurate combinations that left Kono completely overwhelmed. There was no time to recover, no room to breathe. Kono tried to hang on, but Inoue never relented. Eventually, the referee intervened to spare him from further punishment. Ricardo Rodriguez was next on the hit list in 2017. Inoue began the fight like a man on a mission, forcing Rodriguez back with sharp jabs and slicing through his guard with combinations that left him staggered. In the third round, a clean shot ended the contest in brutal fashion. Then came Antonio Nieves, who put up more resistance than some, but like all the rest, he too broke under the pressure. By round 6, his corner had seen enough and threw in the towel. The same story unfolded against Yon Boyos. From the very first exchange, Inoue took control. He moved with terrifying confidence, punishing Boyos with precise shots to the head and body. In round 1, Boyos hit the canvas. In round 3, he hit it again, and didn't get back up. Inoue's run of knockouts was becoming a signature, and fans across the world were starting to take notice. In May 2018, Inoue faced Jamie McDonnell, a veteran champion with reach, size, and years of experience. It was supposed to be a challenge. It turned out to be a slaughter. From the opening bell, Inoue marched forward, showing no respect for McDonnell's resume. A vicious left hook dropped the champion, and seconds later, Inoue pounced with a flurry that forced the referee to jump in. Less than 2 minutes had passed. Inoue had made his bantamweight debut, captured another world title, and announced that the monster had found a new playground. Later that year, he entered the World Boxing Super Series, a tournament meant to crown the best of the best. His first opponent was Juan Carlos Payano, a slick southpaw. Inoue didn't even need 2 minutes. A single right hand crashed into Payano's chin and ended the fight before it had even begun. It was a frightening display of timing, power, and confidence. The boxing world was in awe. The semifinal pitted him against Emmanuel Rodriguez, a confident Puerto Rican fighter who brought an unbeaten record and 2 belts into the ring. Rodriguez came to fight. He landed clean shots early, showing both skill and heart. But Inoue didn't flinch. In round 2, he landed a left hook that sent Rodriguez to the canvas hard. Rodriguez got up, only to be floored again. When he rose once more, Inoue closed the show with a flurry so fast and ferocious that Rodriguez crumpled again. It was over. Inoue now held 2 world titles and a reputation that was approaching mythical, and the final, he faced Nonito Donaire, a legend and future Hall of Famer. This was different. Donaire hurt Inoue early, fracturing his orbital bone with a perfectly timed left hook. For the first time, Inoue was vulnerable. But he responded like a champion. He adjusted, recalibrated, and fought through the pain. In round 10, he dropped Donaire with a brutal left hook to the liver. The Filipino warrior rose, refusing to quit, and the two fought to the final bell. Inoue won a unanimous decision and added the WBA Super title to his collection. He had proven not just his skill and power but also his heart. After that, Dipayne stepped up for a title challenge in December 2021. Brave but outmatched, Dipayne was hammered from the start. Inoue's jab was sharp, his combinations fast and furious. Dipayne survived longer than expected, but by the later rounds, he was stumbling into the ropes, unable to defend himself. A final flurry ended the bout and extended Inoue's knockout streak. Paul Butler was next in December 2022, and this one was for all the belts, the Undisputed Bantamweight Championship. Butler came in with heart, but he was hopelessly outgunned. Inoue stalked him, jabbed him, and hammered his body with shots that echoed through the arena. By the championship rounds, Butler was barely throwing. A vicious right hand followed by a combination dropped him for good. Inoue was now the undisputed king of bantamweight. In July 2023, Inoue moved up again, this time to super bantamweight, to face unified champion Stephen Fulton. Fulton had speed, reach, and confidence. But Inoue had destruction. From the start, he dictated the fight. His jab was snapping, his footwork perfect. In round 7, a right hand followed by a crushing left hook floored Fulton. He got up, but Inoue was merciless, pinning him to the ropes and forcing a stoppage. Another division invaded. Another king dethroned. Then came Marlon Tapales, the final obstacle to completing super bantamweight unification. Tapales was tough and game, and he fought back with heart. But Inoue was too much. A knockdown in round 4 signaled what was coming. Tapales survived longer than most, but in round 10, Inoue closed the book with a brutal final knockdown. He was now undisputed once again, and May 2024, Inoue defended against Luis Nery in Tokyo. It started with fireworks. Nery dropped Inoue in round 1, the first time Inoue had ever hit the canvas. But the monster responded. In round 2, he landed a left hook that sent Nery skidding across the ring. In round 5, another thunderous shot dropped Nery again. And in round 6, a jaw-rattling uppercut ended it. It was a comeback for the ages and proof that even when hurt, Inoue remains the most dangerous man in the ring. September 2024 brought TJ Doheny into the fold. The Irish southpaw came prepared but couldn't withstand Inoue's pressure. Inoue picked him apart from round 1, targeting the body with surgical strikes. Doheny fired back, but by round 7, he was beaten down and retreating. The referee stepped in before Inoue could finish what was already a foregone conclusion. Then in January 2025, Inoue faced Kim Myung-Jun. A late replacement, Kim entered the ring smiling. That smile didn't last long. Inoue stalked him from the start, landing right hands with sniper-like precision. By round 4, Kim dropped his hands, taunting Inoue, and paid the price. A crushing counter sent him to the canvas, the final blow in yet another brutal exhibition of violence. Naoya Inoue is more than a world champion. He is a generational destroyer. Every division he enters, he conquers. Every opponent he faces, he outclasses. And every time he steps into the ring, fans know they're about to witness not just a fight but a lesson in the art of violence. With 4 divisions ruled and countless knockouts delivered, Naoya Inoue has earned his place among the legends of the sport.